Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another Kickstarter critique where I take a look at a different Kickstarter tabletop game project every weekday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and give my honest thoughts on how that project is being ran. And today, I am super over the moon excited to be talking about Terraforming Mars, the dice game, a brand new, quick and simple way to play the beloved engine-building game, Terraforming Mars. Well, duh. I kind of already knew that. That being said, I am a huge fan of Terraforming Mars. It's one of my favorite games of all time, easily in my top 100. And I'm excited to try all the different expansions. So there's still room for this game to grow for me, and that's how much I love it. Now, this, I would love to know the player count. I'd love to know the time length. I'd love to know the age. The big thing to me is I'm assuming there's a solo version of this game. I'd like to know how many dice there are. I'd like to know the price. I'd like to know so many things that you're not telling me here. You're just showing me pretty-looking dice. And don't get me wrong. That's great. But I kind of just assumed there was going to be pretty-looking dice because it's Terraforming Mars, the dice game. So, main image, while I do think it pops, I still feel like this area right here could have definitely used more. Granted, they mentioned it's an engine-building game, which is solid. Alright. Now, as always, when we go to the video, I'm thinking three things. Do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? It's already $186,000. Fantastic. Ooh, it includes the corporate era expansion. I don't know what that means. Well, I do, but I don't know. Hopefully they fill me in more. But I will say, from this, I can't actually read that. Includes the corporate... So I would make that a little bit bigger. Because just from this main image right here, if I'm window shopping at the mall on Kickstarter, I cannot read that. Boom. Also, I don't have my iPad, so I'm not going to be as active in the chat today. I totally forgot it upstairs, like a noob. Wow, those dice really look good zoomed in. Let's get into this video.
It'll definitely be risky. The resources are out there. We just need to find them. I guess you're right. I'm always right. Okay, let's get started.
Terraforming Mars, the dice game, is a fast-paced engine-building game for 1 to 4 players, where you undergo new projects for your terraforming corporation. Your goal? To terraform the planet by growing greenery, building cities, and expanding oceans.
Very
and
familiar.
Even increasing the oxygen levels and temperature of the planet. The new resource dice introduce an element of random chance. With each roll of the die, you have the chance to acquire common, uncommon, or rare resources. On each of your turns...
So I'm thinking like a zombie dice type thing, where it's like the red, green, yellow. Just think of that, but with these dice and with different... Okay, so that's cool. I like that. I think that's a cool mechanism.
You can manipulate the dice you've rolled, spend resources to build projects, or take actions that will strengthen your infrastructure. Each turn, you come closer to achieving milestones and earning end-of-game awards that match the resources you utilize. Place cities, greenery, and special tiles strategically on the board to help life flourish and gain powerful rewards. As you progress through the game, gain access to bonus cards to further your advantage. Featuring all new components, including the game board, tile components, 60 custom dice, and over 150 cards with original artwork from the beloved Terraforming Mars. When 2 of the 3 terraforming metrics have been completed, the player with the highest terraforming rating wins. Bend the odds, gather your resources, build a sustainable infrastructure, and make Mars habitable by backing Terraforming Mars, the dice game, today.
There it is. There's what I want to know. 45 minutes, 1 to 4 players. Not the biggest fan of the 1 to 4 players, but still, it's still nice. You know, lightweight, medium, like lightish medium weight at the 45 minutes. 1 to 4 players, love that. I feel like that was a really well done video. I now feel like I have a good deal of knowledge about the game, both as a Terraforming Mars fan, but also as just someone who's not a Terraforming Mars fan. Now, granted, that's hard for me to come at it from that perspective because I've played Terraforming Mars like 100 times, especially considering I love the app. But I feel like they did a good job both saying, hey, this is familiar to the returning fans, but also appealing to newer fans. And if you have not played the original Terraforming Mars, let me know what you think about that video and how they did. But I feel like overall that was a well-done video. Do I want it? Yes. Can you do it? Yeah, I feel comfortable. It's Stronghold Games. They've been doing this for a very long time. They're also part of Indie Board and Cards. They bought each other out or something like that. They're collaborators. Something like that. I didn't realize they were Fishers. Stronghold Games is a premier board and card game publisher in the hobby game industry. We are best known for our smash hit and #4 game on the of all time on BGG, Terraforming Mars. Now, great. They are name-dropping hard right here. Love this. With over 10 years in hobby gaming, Stronghold Games continue to publish great games for gamers and families year over year. Now, with our partners, Indie Board and Cards, and the merged company together, we have done over 45 successful Kickstarter projects. That was fantastic. I feel comfortable with Can You Do It? I feel like they crushed that right there. That was a great description. So we have the Ares Expedition, Path of Light. This one is out for a fact. I know that one's at Target. I've seen it. Let's make sure this one is out, or at least that they're doing some good customer service, letting people know what's up. Granted, I already feel comfortable with the Can You Do It. This is just a formality, I suppose. Production continues, so just to check in, no news right now. That's still cool. So they're doing like, it looks like once a month. I'm fine with that. Status update, fulfillment, and for Forsaken. So they're ahead of the ball there. Looks good. Great. So Can You Do It? Feel totally comfortable with that. Do I want it? Yes. Can you do it? Yes. Eddie says, I feel like this little thumbnail image should be more of a thing you can set as a creator instead of Kickstarter, just pulling that top image video. Haven't played TM before. This looks less fiddly if I recall thoughts on TM's original game. It can feel fiddly sometimes, especially with all the different rules with like the cubes out on the board and the green. You know, we got the trees are different from this and the that. So we're getting the $49 value. So, it's a $35 pledge. So, it's regularly going to be a $49.99 game. So, immediately, that's a deep discount. I feel like that's a very solid discount. Now, I must say, you got to address the elephant in the room, which is I know a lot of people were mad, and I don't know exactly what it was about, but how they handled the fact that Terraforming Mars came to Target, and like, they are one of those companies that definitely, especially with Terraforming Mars, is probably going to have a lot of people saying, needing to be convinced that they should get it now as opposed to later, because they know that this might be in Target. You know, I don't know if that's necessarily the case with this, but I know a lot of people have that mindset. So immediately the $35 price point, I don't think twice about that. I think that's a fantastic price point, and we didn't beat around the bush. I love that. I love the fact we went straight from the video to the price point, and now hopefully have a long, sexy scrolling shot showing me all the components. Includes solo mode, easy setup and teach, includes the corporate era expansion, components not final, subject to change. Terraforming Mars, the dice game, a brand new card-driven game from the team who brought you Terraforming Mars. Use your special dice to develop your corporations. Final thoughts. We're not going to get a quote from this. You just send me there. Not a fan of that. Because, like, if I'm browsing Kickstarter now, if I'm just browsing, I don't want to have to go to another click to watch a video necessarily. So it's just pull a quote out of there. How to play. Producer, is this a video? It's not. Oh, disappointment. At the beginning of the turn, you'll choose a corporation that comes with its own special ability. Cool. This is good. I love having this here. Not knocking it. It's just, I always hope it's a how to play video. Preview, don't care. Rulebook preview, cool. So that one I care about. So 1 out of 12, overview, setup, looks good, looks solid. I'm not particularly worried about that. I'm sure they have a litany of people who probably are going to proofread this rule booklet before it gets to you. Looks solid. I mean, it looks like you could use a couple more pictures, illustrations, examples, that sort of thing, but this is a preview, so I'm not totally concerned about that. I love having that there. How's this different from the Terraforming Mars? Here's a run-through, full gameplay. Once again, making it clickable. Kind of. It's awesome, but it's just like, why not just have the video there? What's in the box? $35. That's already a great price. 60 dice. They're nice-looking dice. 12 each and 5 different dice. I'm sold. 1 game board. 136 project cards. Includes 40 corporate era cards, which once again I think is the expansion, maybe. 21 corporation cards. 20 bonus tiles. 20 bonus cards. All cards are the blank. Cool. They're telling me the thickness. City tiles. Wild resources. Yeah, $35. I don't think twice about this. I don't bat an eye. 1 rule booklet. Preview, milestones. Day 1, unlock. So we got a promo card, adaption technology. Immediately perform another main action. Cool, so it's a promo card. What does the promo label mean? Wow, that's tiny. Promos are items that Kickstarter backers will get in their rewards and will not be included in the retail edition of Terraforming Mars the Dice Game. These items may be released as a future date as promotional materials. Promo items for this project will be available in the future from all partners. Each partner will determine how they will distribute promos. So the promos, you can get the promos after the fact. Okay, they're like Mage Wars promos. That's the vibe I'm getting here. The tiny text, I must say I'm not a fan of the tiny text, just for the obvious reason that tiny text sucks in general. Having said that, I'm not a huge Euro person. I'm more casual player. I like my games to go 1 to 2 hours at most. This one sounds like it might be up your cup of tea then. As someone having TM Ares, I'm like, does my game group need a 3rd TM game? That's actually a really solid point as well. Yeah, I hadn't thought about that. Day 2, unlock. I don't have the card game. So this is a promo. We got promos, so you're going to get cards. It looks like every day you're getting a card. And how many days is this up? Let's check that out, because that always gets me excited. So it's 14. So assumedly, I'm going to get like an extra little chunk of cards. Love that. Full playthrough. Fantastic. Add-ons. Card sleeves. Cool. I guess if that's your thing. Live playthrough scheduled. Future. Cool. Shipping and taxes. So I'm at $50. Okay. I see what they did here. They kind of bulletproofed themselves. They knew that there was going to be a lot of people that were like, why don't I just wait until I get it? And, wherever it's going to be at retail. Because consumably, and this is a compliment to Stronghold Games and the fact that they do business so well that that's something people think about them. And I want you to think about that. That's a compliment. The fact that I think that I could probably get this at a store after the fact, that says something. Because you can't say that about all the Kickstarters. But what they did here is they said, all right, it's going to be MSRP. It's probably going to be $50, or you could get it, be the first person to get it. You know, you get the promo cards. I think they did a real solid here. I think they knew that they were potentially going to get blasted if it didn't feel like it was a good value, and I think they put up a good value here. Because I remember, if I recall correctly, doing the Ares Expedition and not thinking that. I kind of want to go back to that video now. Mr. Momo, this was an auto back for me. I just discovered Terraforming Mars Ares Expedition. The full version would be too much for me, but dice, I'll take it. I'm in the same boat, too. I'm actually really, I had no idea this existed before I saw this a couple like last week. What additional copies of Terraforming Mars, the dice game? Cool. And at a discounted rate, no less. That's fantastic. Love it. Stronghold Games. And we're in and out. This was quick. This was snappy. Holy crappy. It's 1:40. Thank you, Stronghold Games. In and out the door. We got daily unlocks. Did they call them stretch goals? They call them milestones. Great. They're not stretch goals. So what do we got? 1 pledge level. Click clean. Give us your money. You want this thing. We have this thing. Yeah, you could probably get it at Target after the fact, but you want to get it here so you get the promo cards. It's going to cost the same if you get it at Target. So unless you're one of those people who's like, I'll wait until it goes on sale at Target. Yeah, I feel like they really did a great, solid job there. FAQ. Ooh, look at this. Look at this. It's done like Reload from Colossal Games. That makes my heart pitter patter. What size is the box? Oh, that's beautiful. I would still convert the millimeters to the inches, especially considering the majority of the people here are from the United States of America, and you're from Fishers, Indiana. So I assume that you don't walk around most of the time saying millimeters, because I have been to Fishers, Indiana. No, not to meters. What the hell? Why would I want to know that? Of course I know how many meters it is. They have a simple-to-use system. So it's a 9-inch box. Okay, that's fine. And once again, $35. I wasn't sweating the size of this box in any way, shape, or form. I feel like the price was nice. Can I pay with PayPal? No. What the hell kind of question is that? Of course not. Get the hell out of here. Kickstarter. Welcome to Mars. Thanks for a great first day. Wow, we funded in 15 minutes. Incredibly grateful. Day 1, we locked this. Cora Era expansion. The expansion introduces new cards, new milestones, and some new and simple rules to the game. All cards in the corporate era expansion have a small yellow lamp in the lower left corner. Okay. Red borders on this tile. Cool. Let's raise the temperature. Help us get the word out by spreading to BGG and engaging with the content and forums. These interactions help us move up the BG hot listness. Did you make it clickable? You did. You did. Well, guess what? You get, not a subscribe. You get, oh my gosh. I'm going to make it rain geek gold. 69 geek gold. Boom. All right. Mark your calendars. Man, this is a really nice looking update. I got to say, this looks pretty snappy. I really like the placement of these dice right here. Because the bottom line is sometimes with updates, they're just so long. They take forever. It was yesterday. I don't remember what I did yesterday. I covered something yesterday. You go check it out. The update. It was on GameFound. The update took forever. It was like a 40-minute read. It was preposterous. Well, with this one, I can skim. I'm going to give him a half-point grade bump up because I don't see this very often as done as well as this because I don't remember me ever complimenting anyone for doing this. I like it. I like it a lot. That looks good. It makes it so much easier to skim it. Cannot wait for this. Huge fan of Terraforming Mars. Oh, what was the... so this is the first update. Just launched 2 days ago. And that's the other thing. They launched it on Monday, and I've been pounding my chest. I did shot a video on it last week. I feel like Monday is a great day to launch because you're not going with the sharks. You never know. On Tuesday, something big might drop that you don't even expect. Everybody drops on Tuesday. I think Monday's a great day to drop most of the time. Now, granted, if a bunch of people stop dropping on Monday, then that might change, but whatever. Cannot wait for this. Can't wait to play. And look at that. They're responding. Great. So most of the comments... So hopefully they get people engaged. They're saying, we'll see you in the comments. I would say, I don't know. Ask them a question. What's your favorite Terraforming Mars memory? I don't feel like it's a great one, but I always get people engaged. I always feel like it's a good idea, especially considering, this is number 1 right now. Will it be number 1 in 14 days? I doubt it. And that's not an insult. It's just saying, there's going to be something that launches next week that's probably going to make $1 million because, it seems to happen every few weeks on Kickstarter. Is there any kind of insert in the box? Good morning. I just loaded today's milestone and answered DMs to the comments. I hope you're having a great weekday so far. So that's great. I like the customer service they're doing here. Looks good. I feel comfortable. Oh, I saw the word Target. Hello, this game has an MSRP of roughly $50 and after shipping it will cost $50. Is this Kickstarter version the exact same as what retail is getting minus the promo cards that are unlocked during the campaign? Oh, I want to read Cerulean Knights. You're assuming free shipping, but, well, yes. So you get free promos and you are backing the project. No, he did say after that. If I worked for the sleeves, I would wait for retail. That's cool. I get it. Right. If you enjoy supporting projects. Okay. So there's still going to be people who are like the $50, you know, I could just get it after the fact. But the bottom line is, I don't feel like it's nearly as bad as it was on the other Kickstarter. That being said, I don't feel like there's much engagement going on here. 348 comments, so hopefully they do a little bit more engaging. But maybe they don't want people to engage because they're going to get a lot of people complaining. I don't know. Either way, final grade. Dice section breaks in the comment is a nice touch. I agree. So, final grade. Do I want it? Yes, I love Terraforming Mars. So this is just a no-brainer. I love dice games. I love Terraforming Mars. And the idea of a 45-minute lighter-style dice game, that gets me really excited. Yes. As someone who hasn't played Terraforming Mars, I think I don't remember who it was in the chat. They brought up a good point. I think it was Eddie, maybe. If Terraforming Mars was too daunting, I think this is a nice, approachable entry to it. Because the bottom line is, I feel like Terraforming Mars is one of those games that I can say, yeah, assume that most gamers know that game. Because a lot of the times I'll see these, like on GameFound yesterday, it was their game, and they just, the front image was just like, yeah, of course you know who we are. We got a high-rated game. And that's not always the case. But with Terraforming Mars, I think it is, because you see it in Walmart. You see it at Walmart and Target. No, it's Target. They already have games out. They got a bunch of expansions. It's one of the top-rated games of all time. I'm rambling now. Do I want it? Yes. Can you do it? Yes. How much is it? I feel like the price is reasonable. Yes, there's going to be still some people complaining, but $50 for this game, plus you're getting promo cards, plus the expansion. I don't have an issue with this one. And honestly, it was so snappy. It was so to the point. I gave it a half-point grade bump up for the community. The FAQ is organized in a fantastic way, and I felt like the video, you know, once again, did a great job showcasing the game to both the new and the old. And I'm going to slap, I think, an A. It's either an A or an A minus. I think I'm going to go with an A on this one. I felt like this was pretty weak here, like that. Because it's like, yeah, I get it. Terraforming. I get the concept of Terraforming Mars dice game. Yeah, I think we're going to go with the... I can't poke... I'm going to go with an A. A on this one. Terraforming Mars the dice game. Looks really good to me. Let me know in the comments below what's your final grade for this one. And if you're enjoying the content, please be sure to click on that subscribe button down below. And as always, thanks for your time, YouTube. Bye-bye.